things off with them. John, I can see you're on camera. Do you have a couple of minutes to share with us some great news about mortgages?
Sure. So good morning, everybody, or I guess good afternoon, I guess, technically. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, so as far as from, what's happened since last, feels like a whole month has passed since last week, but really not much has happened in the market. What we're seeing, the news from the announcement of the vaccine, potential vaccine, Pfizer announced that looks very positive as far as the results on the tests. The stock market liked that a lot, which sent the stock market up. So it impacted rates just a little bit on Monday, maybe by like an eighth of a point as far as worsening. Not a lot, and they've kind of recouped a little bit of those losses. So rates are still held really steady. But other than that, yeah, things are kind of the same as last week. Still, we've caught up a little bit on the volume side of things from operations, but still there's just a lot of traffic, a lot of volume when it comes to appraisals coming in, title work, processing, underwriting. So, obviously with the holidays at the end of the month now, imagine that week kind of gone as far as scheduling closings, not just for the end of the month, but for the beginning of December. Because if just imagine that's like a lost week as far as from an operational standpoint, right? So try to push things out a little bit further if you can, beyond just the first week of December. So at this point, it's the 11th of November. So again, happy Veterans Day, all our veterans on the call, if there are any. But I would start trying to schedule closings at this point. If you're going to ratify something right now, put it out to, let's see, that week of the 14th, 18th, or later if you can. With back-to-back closings, that's one thing I wanted to mention. A lot of transactions are having, bang closings, and they want the seller or the new buyer, so the seller of the property that's buying a new property, they want to, they don't really want to have any time between the two transactions, which is obviously optimal. But the one thing that's out of our control is the lender on the sales side, right? So just keep in mind that if they need funds from the sale, we need to show that money's available. And generally, the funds aren't available until it's recorded, right? So if it's a VA loan, it's very easy to close quickly. If it's not a VA loan, we have to show funds. We can still technically, with the settlement statement, approved settlement statement from the sale of the property, we can use that. But if the money's not going to ultimately be available on that day, it can be tougher to use. For example, if there's a closing at the end of the day, it's not recorded until the next day. Usually, Sage, for example, or Shaheen won't release funds for that current transaction until the day in which it's recorded. So if it's on a Friday, late Friday, it may not record until Monday. And also with holidays going in there, just keep that in mind when you're scheduling. Try to have a little bit of a buffer there if you can. I mean, the next day should be fine. Next business day should be fine. But it's just going to be dependent on the timing of the first transaction. So other than that, I want to give a shout out to Marvella and Sage. We have a transaction that we've been working on for months and months and months. And it's had some title issues, and Sage has battled through. Marvella's done a really good job of keeping her clients patient and engaged in the transaction, and the communication's been good. It's one of those ones it's lasted a lot longer than anyone thought it would. So I'm just really impressed that everyone's been able to keep it together, because it would have been really easy just to kind of say screw it. But thanks to Marvella for the good job she did to keep her client engaged, and we should be closing not Friday, Monday, hopefully, but we'll try to close it this week, Marvella. But anyways, just want to say that. Other than that, does anybody have any questions regarding anything? I know we talk every week, so I don't want to beat a horse dead here and take up too much time. So obviously, if anybody has questions, you can always call me. But does anybody have any questions now about anything?
John is always available, and if he's not, he'll call you back.
I'm on the other line. I'll call right back.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate you
of course, guys.
being here. Hey, Brian, how's the world at Sage Title Group, man? Y'all rocking and rolling? You got that new lady trained?
Yeah, yes. It's in process. Yes, happy Veterans Day, everybody. We appreciate your service, man. We're seeing a ton of veterans come by. I always love to see that. You know, we have so many veterans in this community. We're so blessed to have them. I'll be coming over to your office at 2 o'clock today for another closing, so that's awesome.
For
And
me, yay.
for you, yay, yay. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. If anybody wants to register for that, the fraud presentation, that's going to be on Wednesday, November 18th, 1 to 3. Just please send me your email and your license number so I can get you registered. That'll be 2 hours for PLE or CE. So did everybody see that flyer? I know you mentioned it Friday night on the call, Jason. Thank you for putting that plug out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's what we have cooking now. We'd like to get the RSVPs by November 13th, which is Friday the 13th, right? Because what happens is the instructor for Title Resources will be sending everybody a Zoom link to get on the class. Zocam is working really good. We're getting a lot of deposits in immediately with the Zocam. So that seems to be working really good. And also I have folders. If we need any more folders, I can bring some today. If you need any folders over there, I don't know if anybody's using them. But a lot of agents seem they help out. So we're rocking and rolling here. It seems like it's the summer season right now, and here we're in November, right? So, and I was on a Zoom call earlier at 10 this morning. I don't know if there's any Kempsville agents on there, but my computer actually crashed during the Zoom call. I didn't get to say anything. So I wasn't in an accident or anything, but Charles, our IT guy, came through and said, yeah, your computer just crashed right in the middle of the Zoom call. So now I'm on the phone, so I don't know if you all can see me or hear me, you know. So it's a little different.
You look good from here, my friend.
Okay, well, thank you. Thanks for all you do, and I'll be seeing you all over there at 2 o'clock.
Excellent, excellent. Looks like we got a question. It says, what did it say?
So the question is, on the app, what office do they select? Because it doesn't list Kempsville.
There should be anything on the south side. A city on the south side will work. Like Virginia Beach, if it has a Norfolk, if it has a Chesapeake, if it has a Suffolk. Somehow they're getting them to us. So I'm not looking right at the app right now, but it has to be a south side city.
Cool. So it's all the same bank account.
Correct.
Excellent. Excellent.
And someone else asked, can those folders be printed on letter size instead of legal?
Okay, we've asked for that. Now, Roz in our Chesapeake office, you all know Roz, right? She fixed the problem. She cuts them on the paper cutter somehow and makes them that way. So I don't know. I've asked for those. Hopefully, once we get through back to the normalcy, we can get somebody to print them like that. But for now, I would, if you know Roz, and most of you probably do, she made her own solution with that paper cutter. She goes, boom, fix. I don't know.
Done.
That's a short-term solution. I will mention it again. Thank you for bringing that up. Seriously. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate you being here, man.
Thank you. We'll see you shortly.
We'll see you shortly. That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
I know we've got I've heard some really good feedback about those folders, and I know there's still a few of them here. So we do have people that appreciate them. So that's great.
I'll bring them over. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. So, all right, guys, without any further ado, without any further, all right, I'm just going to skip that. So Testimonial Tree. What is Testimonial Tree? it's a free service provided to us through the affiliation and relationship of Long and Foster. And it's pretty cool. It's been around for a little while. I think not enough people probably know about it or have taken the time yet to learn how to use it. And so hopefully this will be helpful to you guys. And I'm going to show you where you can find all of this material, because it is all available in that incredible institute. And so they have loads and loads of handouts with respect to Testimonial Tree. And so while I know a lot about it, I don't still know everything about it. And so, you know, there's still some things that I would like to be able to improve or learn. So, but I'll show you where we can find the information. So what is Testimonial Tree? It is a service that provides online word-of-mouth marketing and reputation management services. There are no added fees to use the service, and Long & Foster has already created your account, which is cool. It's a single sign-on. You can just go right from the cafe or the intranet or Foster into your Testimonial Tree account, which is very, very cool and convenient. Testimonial Tree is a tool that puts you in control of your testimonials in a variety of ways. And I thought this was kind of cool. Why do you need testimonials? I think for most of us, it's common sense, but it's kind of neat to actually associate some digits, some statistics with the need for testimonials and how people or consumers view the importance of testimonials. And so I thought that was pretty neat. So I bet this number is even higher now, but 56% of consumers investigate a company's reputation before deciding to do business with them. I bet it's even higher. 92% of customers around the world say they trust earned media, such as recommendations from family and friends above all other forms of advertising. And then you're twice as likely to get someone to do business with you if they were referred to you, or if they read reviews about you and they feel like, you know, because people associate reviews and testimonials with transparency and honesty from perfect strangers, more so than they do advertising or commercials or radio ads or print media, something like that. So the consumers put a lot of stock in testimonials and reviews. And I think we've probably all known that for a long time. So this is kind of a neat chart here too. So the number one thing that people look for when trying to choose their agent is an agent's honest and trustworthiness. Over 25% say that's the number one thing that they look for in an agent. And I think there's no better way to display that to somebody that doesn't know you than by your reviews and your testimonials. So pretty cool right there. And so obviously you're going to ask your clients, past and current, to give you a review. There's a lot of different ways you can collect the reviews, and I'm going to show you a few different ways today, and where you can display and how you can use those reviews in your social media. So your Testimonial Tree account, it's kind of like a hub, and that hub has different branches on it. And so you can use Testimonial Tree to collect your testimonials and then figure out where you want to include them with the different widgets and apps that they have available for you to share your testimonials on different forms of media and different websites and things like that. And so again, I'm going to hope to show you some examples of what that looks like. This is, once we're in the Testimonial Tree dashboard, this is what you'll see. And so for each and every one of your testimonials, you have these options to show publicly, or to, you know, share on social, or, you know, a blog or a Google Plus page, which I don't think that's around anymore. Stars, obviously everyone associates the more stars with the better the review, the more trust they put into that. I could say something about this. Obviously, you know, as the service provider, we want 5 stars across the board, right? But there becomes a point in time, I think, in the consumer's mind when they see nothing but perfection and they start to wonder, you know, what's missing. It's almost as if it's too good to be true. And so for most of us, I wouldn't be afraid of a 3-star review or a 4-star review. You know, as long as they're not saying something, you know, completely out of line. Those types of reviews don't necessarily turn someone off. I think they actually lend maybe a little bit of credibility to your humanity, and in that no one is perfect. And I think most people accept that you cannot literally please everybody, right? Because some people are just freaking crazy. And no matter what you do, you can't make them happy. And so I wouldn't be afraid of a 3 or 4-star review, depending on, you know, how it's worded. When you share a Testimonial Tree review on your Facebook page, this is what that's going to look like. So it's a really, really great opportunity to engage and to get some kudos from your followers on social media, on Facebook. And it's a great way to continue, you know, the branding of yourself and the services you provide. You know, I know a lot of agents will do like a Testimonial Tuesday or something like that, and I like that idea. I think it's good. I think you want to continue to remind people that you're in this service business and that you provide excellent service. The last thing you want is for someone in your sphere to forget, maybe because you don't post regularly enough. And so if you're looking for content, this is a great thing to do regularly, weekly, maybe a couple times a week, depending on the number of reviews that you have. So we're going to jump over into what was the cafe, and I'll show you how to get into your Testimonial Tree account. I want to show you this flyer here. And so Testimonial Tree, again, is the hub, and it allows you to share those testimonials on review sites or social media or your agent website or your agent profile, Long & Foster profile. And we're going to go to L&F Tools, and I'll show you in the Institute then where you can get a copy of all of these PDFs and the training that I'm going to share with you today. But there's some really good step-by-step training in the Institute. And so if you do have any questions after this, you're certainly welcome to follow up with me. That's great. Or go to the Institute and see if you can't get your answers there as well. Cool. So Foster, you guys are familiar with Foster, right? Everybody's seen that before. So couple of different things I want to point out here. You can go down here. So hopefully you can see reviews on that bottom bar right there. And so if you click on reviews, it opens up the reviews tab, and you have this Testimonial Tree option. Okay. And so that's a great place if you want to just an easy single sign-on Testimonial Tree, bam. And then of course your agent website portal, because there are a couple of things that you have to do in order to make Testimonial Tree work the way you would want or expect it to work. And so I would like to start with the portal and show you. So here on the cafe and intranet, you can get to the portal manager here, or you can go here and click on website portal. All right, and so I'm just going to jump into the portal manager real quick and show you a couple of things. So the first thing you have to do is come over and click that very first tab, Manage Personal Information, and come down almost to the bottom, and you see this Testimonial Tree right here. So you want to open this, and you want to click on Yes. You do want to display testimonials on your agent profile at longandfoster.com. Okay. So let's see. The other thing that we want to do, I don't see the little record thing in the window there, Stacia. I don't know if you can click that button, or if maybe you already clicked it and I just don't see it.
It's recording.
Okay, cool. Over here on the Manage Websites tab, you see this other big blue box here. We want to click on there, and I'll show you where Testimonial Tree is in here as well. Just a second. Maybe. All right, let me try that again. All right, there we go. All right, and so this is the manage your website section in the My Portal. So, and here we want to click on configuration. So we'll click on configuration and we're going to scroll down almost to the bottom again where it says client testimonials. And so this is where you're going to take your testimonial tree widget and insert that then into this very first box. And so this is what tells your Long & Foster agent website where to pull this data from, where are they going to get these reviews and testimonials from. And I'm going to show you how to create a widget and how to copy and paste that into this box. Okay, so that's very important though, because if you don't do this part, then they're not going to show up on your agent website with Long & Foster. So cool. All right, so the next thing should be, yeah, the testimonial tree dashboard. So again, if you come down to reviews and you hit testimonial tree, it should open a window that looks like this. So this is then the testimonial tree dashboard. So you can see I've got 20 now testimonials in there. One of the really cool things about testimonial tree, and I think Lori, one of the things that you were interested in is how do I get my Zillow reviews in testimonial tree? Because Zillow is pretty picky about who can provide a review, because they like to vet all of them, and sometimes it takes them a long time for those reviews to show up. But when they finally do, I think one of the hardest things that we do when we're seeking reviews is, it's not really fun to send your client 5 different links. Will you go to my Facebook page? Will you go to my Google page? Will you go to my LinkedIn profile? Will you go to my Zillow profile? And unfortunately, there's no real easy way around that. But if you do collect your reviews anywhere, you can always bring them into Testimonial Tree. I think that's one of the really cool things about this product. So let me see. Okay, so let's just start with an example of this is our dashboard. And then we've got widgets, and people are like, well, what the heck is a widget? I never heard of a widget before. And a widget is simply a piece of code, if you will. And so it wraps the HTML in something that's transferable. And so you can take this widget and put it on any other website or that allows for widgets. And so like our Long & Foster website, for example, like Facebook, for example. And so you can create this piece of code that will allow you to transfer the data from Testimonial Tree to this other place like Facebook or our Long & Foster website, or maybe you have your own personal website on a WordPress site or something like that. I know WordPress is built on a series of widgets, and so you could certainly take this code and drop it over there to display your Testimonial Tree testimonials. So that's kind of neat. So that's what widgets are, and I'll show you the couple. Crap. When you try to leave tabs open too long and they automatically sign you out, it's like, oh. So bear with me 1 second here, see if I can get back into this. Testimonial Tree. We'll go back here. We'll hit reviews. We'll open Testimonial Tree. I've only done this like 6 times today in anticipation of our getting together. So let's see if we can. I want to show you the widgets. And so I've got 2 widgets right now created plus Facebook. Okay. And a widget, again, is just a way to contain the code for you to share. And so this is what it looks like. And so this is then the code that I copied and pasted into the Long & Foster agent testimonials part of the agent website back office or back end. So that's where you get your widget code. Okay. And then it'll give you a little preview of what that might look like. You know, so that's kind of cool. And then there's one for Facebook, and it's automatically there too. The Facebook one is automatically there. You don't have to do a whole lot with that. It's pretty easy, and I'll show you how to do that. And then you've got, so here's the Add the Facebook tab. So if you click on that, as long as you have a business page, you can click right here to install the Facebook widget on your Facebook business page. I didn't have any problem with this. It says may or may not allow you to add a custom tab. When I did it, it went right through, and I don't have 2,000 or more fans. So I don't know, when they put this warning up there, but maybe some people have had problems with it. But for me, it was really easy. You just click here and you select the Facebook page that you want to install on, and I'm already logged in. No, see, I messed myself up. And it automatically does it. And when you do that, so this is my Facebook business page, right? And so you can see these are my Testimonial Tree testimonials right here. So, which is kind of cool. And so I think that's really helpful to be able to display that information on your Facebook page. The only problem with it is, because of when Facebook changed their format, people don't necessarily know how to find it. So because you have a reviews tab up top on your business page, which is something completely different. These are people that went to Facebook literally and wrote a review for you on your business page. But if you have testimonials, it's a hidden tab. And there may be a way for you to display this testimonials tab. If any of you Facebook experts out there know of a way, please share that with me. But it is there, and it is findable, searchable. Your sphere of influence or anyone who is checking you out can find your testimonials on your realtor business page with Facebook. And so that's kind of cool. All of that information is there, and it comes directly from Testimonial Tree. Okay. So that's what that would look like. Testimonials, if you say manage testimonials, then it should bring up all of the testimonials that I've collected so far. And here they are. And this, just lets you know if it's published. There's no good way to unpublish one that I've been able to find. So if you do have a review on here, and at one time you published it, but now you want to unpublish it, you're probably going to have to delete it. And you can do that over here on the right-hand side by clicking the little actions button. But if you wanted to share it, certainly you have some share options here. You have testimonial marketing here available. You can print this, of course, or you can delete it. So, and it tells you, how or where the testimonial was acquired from. And I think this is kind of neat. So this top one right here, I sent the guy a Testimonial Tree link and requested he write me a review, and he did. And so that's where it came from. That was the source. It was originally sourced by Testimonial Tree. Some of these others that you'll see, it says manually added. Can you guys see where it says that, where it pops up, manually added, right there? So, and that's one of the cool things about Testimonial Tree that a lot of other sites don't allow. And I think this might be helpful to you, Lori, because if you click under the Testimonials tab and you click on Add Testimonial, I'll just wait for this to load here for a second. You have this blank box, right? And so what can you do with that? You can jump over to your Zillow profile. So this is my Zillow page, Zillow reviews page, right? And you can literally copy and paste into your add a testimonial, right? And then, well, let's see, Control V there. So this is a legit testimonial that I collected on my Zillow page, but I want to be able to share that testimonial in other places. And certainly I want that to show up then on my Long and Foster site, on my Long and Foster profile. I'm going to share it, through Testimonial Tree onto my social media channels, things like that. If you have a video or a video snippet and you have that uploaded to a Vimeo or a YouTube or something, you can insert that code here. This is something that I like to do, is associate an image with a testimonial. And so for me, when I'm doing this, I'll jump out and find a picture of the house, or even better would be a picture of the clients, right? And if I'm copying and pasting a review, I'm always going to give myself 5 stars. So I'm sorry, I'm biased that way. So 5 stars is where I'm going. But if you wanted to, if you wanted it to look like maybe whatever the review actually was on Zillow, then you could certainly click 4 stars, which is still very good. You put your client's name in there. You put, that's it. You don't have to put an email or anything in there. You can record the date that you collected this review. And then down at the bottom here, you choose where you want to share that. And so it will automatically go to your realtor.com profile, which is kind of cool because of the integration that Testimonial Tree has with realtor.com. Your reviews will automatically go over there. You don't have to do anything other than check this little box. And then Spacio, which is an awesome integration through the Spacio digital open house app. For those of you who do open houses, you're probably familiar with that. Very, very cool piece of technology there. And then add to your website widget. So this is the widgets that I've created. You guys remember I had 2 of them, Jason's Client Reviews and Jason's Client Reviews 2. And so there's 2 different widget ID numbers there. And so I want this testimonial that I'm writing to show up on both of those, as well as my longandfoster.com agent profile. And this is kind of interesting because I only recently figured it out. If someone goes to longandfoster.com and they search for an agent and they put in your name and then they find you and they click on that, it opens up your agent profile, which is completely different than your website, your agent website. So I didn't really realize that. And so I have an example here that I want to show you. So if you go to longandfoster.com and do an agent search, you'll find Jason Gooden. This is my agent profile, which is completely separate, again, from my website. In order to get to my agent website, you would have to click this link over here. So you all have this. And if you have Zillow reviews, you want them to show up like this, because this is a direct link to my Zillow reviews page. It doesn't go to Testimonial Tree. It doesn't go to a Long and Foster, iframe site or anything like that. It drives them right back here to my actual Zillow page, which is kind of cool. But again, the only way they can get there is on your agent profile. But it's a lot of good information here. You see, here's the Testimonial Tree app or widget, and it scrolls through the testimonials that I have in Testimonial Tree, does it automatically, right? It has our office data in here. And then down below that, it displays Zillow reviews. This is the only place, though, that I know of that we can get our Zillow reviews to show up in our Long and Foster agent profile. So, but still very, very good. And we could probably think of some good ways to market our agent profile, if not our agent website, right? So our agent website is like this. So this is my agent website. And if we scroll down just a little bit, we'll see testimonials. So again, this is Testimonial Tree testimonials showing up on my agent branded Long and Foster website. And then of course, people have the option of scrolling through. And you can see how I've incorporated pictures into my testimonials. So these were manually uploaded by me. And of course, you know, what I did is I copied and pasted the reviews that I had collected on Zillow into my Testimonial Tree account, and then I included an image to accompany that review. And I think there's probably a lot of us could take advantage of that. It's very good. Hey, Lori.
Just a quick question. There's work being done next door, so it's really noisy. So just so I understand, you think it's better to do Testimonial Tree and then bring over the Zillow reviews than just focus on Zillow?
Good question. So if I had to choose, I would choose Zillow, because I can copy it from Zillow and bring it over to Testimonial Tree.
Okay.
I cannot take it from Testimonial Tree and put it into Zillow.
Okay. And how, on the profile, how did you get the when you go back to where your profile?
Yeah.
Long and Foster.
Right here.
Yes. How did you do that?
I'm not going to tell you. No. No, it's let me see if I can go back here.
Yeah.
To, so right here, longandfoster.com agent profile.
So I just need to go in and click that.
And then there's a yeah, so make sure on each one of your reviews, like, let's see, let's go back in here and let's say manage testimonials. Let's just wait for this to load for a second.
Okay.
So each one of your testimonials, you need to make sure that that is selected on every one of them. I can't. It's weird to have this little, I'm going to ditch the, I can't see you guys now, but at least I can see my screen. So, oh, you know what it is, Lori? Hang on, bear with me. It is the, I'm going to find it. So Testimonial Tree, edit. I'm going to go back. Bear with me 1 second. So if I go back here. So if I go here, all right, I'm going to get there. One more. One more. All right, so personal information. Testimonial Tree. Right here. We're looking for the Zillow, right? How to add Zillow reviews to
The
my
profile.
yeah, to my agent profile. Yeah, and I know that I just did it. So and I know also it's not in here either. I might have to go back to the Institute on that one, even though I literally, Lori, I swear to you, I did it yesterday in anticipation of showing you.
I was just
how to
curious
do this.
because I was researching agents in another area just to send a referral, and I noticed that a lot of them have that, and I was thinking, how did they do that?
Uh-huh.
And it's not as simple. Obviously, it's not as simple. You check this and it's poof, it's there.
I know it is. Yeah, it is literally a checkbox.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a checkbox. And I wish I could think of it right here, right now. But I know that I promise you I will figure this out and send it to you.
Thank you.
But I literally just did it. So
I do believe it's in your portal.
it is. I cannot figure out where exactly.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
If it loads, not there.
Yeah.
There. If
Yeah.
it loads, it should show up in your agent portal as a button that you pick.
Yeah, it's literally just a checkbox.
Okay.
You want your Zillow reviews to display on your agent profile. So, and yes, we do. So most of the time, as long as they're, you know, more good than bad, right? So, let's see, where were we? Reports, testimonial dashboard reports, and not really doing reports or anything like that. I showed you, so if we wanted to collect testimonials, we just, under testimonials, you hit on collect, okay? You can send a request via email. You can send a request via text to a client or any person that you want to ask for a review. This is a great place to start too for newer agents who may not have a database of past clients, because anyone can provide a review for you using Testimonial Tree, whereas Zillow is very specific. They have specific criteria on who they will allow to provide a review for you, and that's why all of the reviews on your Zillow site are vetted, and it takes, it can take a week or 2 or 3 weeks for those reviews to show up sometimes, because they have to go through the vetting process. But with Testimonial Tree, you can send a request to your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, coworkers, friends, anybody who can be maybe a character witness for you, somebody that can, speak to, your authenticity, your willingness to help, how you always see the job through to the end, something like that. And you have to start somewhere. And so that's what I did when I first started collecting reviews, is I had a handful of people that I just knew socially offer reviews, because it's a foundation. And for someone who doesn't know you at all, that's a whole lot better than nothing. You can copy and paste this link into an email, which is what I did. That's how I collected my last one. Right? I just copied this link and sent it to him by email. He clicks on the link and it loads an option for him to do his own review. If you would rather it look cool and say, click here to submit a testimonial, you can do that too. You can copy this link and it will go there. It'll take them right to your personal profile. You might want to add some of this or this opportunity to your email signature, or you might want to promote this link. Well, I don't know if I would necessarily promote it because, some people might say silly things or whatever. But again, you can choose whether or not to display any of the testimonials in your Testimonial Tree account. So if you did promote this link and somebody wrote something silly, maybe you just would either delete or not display that testimonial. So there may be an opportunity for you to do some creative things with your Testimonial Tree profile using these links. If you wanted to create your very own, it could say, click here to say how cool Lori is, right? And then you could just forward that then to this URL, or you could do like a URL shortener, right? Generate a shortened URL, like Lori is awesome, and then forward it to this code right here. So they have several ways for you to try to collect these testimonials and gather them into your Testimonial Tree account. But again, you can choose whether or not you want to display them. So that's kind of nice. So, but this was where all of my Zillow reviews, I literally copied and pasted them over here. And then I went and I associated an image, because I always try to do a closing picture when possible. And so I'll grab that picture and tie it to the testimonial. And I think it's just a beautiful way to share our testimonials with an image. So even I'm gonna go back here.
Do you want to go back to that Zillow thing?
Yeah, I do. I really do.
I know where it's at.
Oh, good. Tell me.
All right. So go to not that profile. You need to
Okay.
go to your actual portal. So scroll
okay.
down. Keep going back one more.
Okay.
All right. So under personal information,
Yeah.
it'll say profile and website display options. And right there, display Zillow right up at the top. You're going too far. Right
Oops. Right
Display
here.
Zillow
Yeah.
rating
Okay.
on agent profile.
Oh, God bless you, Stacia. I love you. I love you, love you, love you. So yeah, that was it. There it was. That was one of the very first things I did, and I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys how to do it. So yeah.
Thank you,
there.
Stacia.
You're welcome. And you can also add, like Jason not showing everything, but you can show your insurance, your mortgage. Though right now the service is down because of them still working on the website, but that includes the information at the bottom of your website.
We've got Brian McCarty, we've got John, we've got Dawn, we've got Tailored Move, Property Management. So all of our core partners also will show on that agent profile and agent website, which is pretty cool. Totally dig that. So yeah, definitely. Thank you, Stacia, for helping me figure that out, or figuring that out for us.
It was so close
Profile
in a
and website
picture.
display options. So that's how you do that. And when you do that, you're going to get this little link right here on your agent profile. So very, very cool. And then, of course, there's a lot you can do too in here. I'll show you what I don't know how to do. Yeah, maybe Stacia can figure that out too. So, okay, so manage testimonials. Let me get rid of this. So there was, all right, hang on, loading. So what I clicked on was marketing of your testimonials. And so you can create something that looks similar to this to promote on social media. Launch image generator. See, I don't know. Oh, wow. Look at that, y'all. Dang. Yeah, see, I've never done that before, so that's kind of neat, right? And this is it looks like an image editor. Yeah, totally. Dang. All right, we're gonna do this. That's sweet. Man, are you guys seeing this? That is awesome. Choose your colors, background, watermark, share. You can download it and share it. This would be really cool for like Instagram or something, you know?
It does default the testimonial tree colors, so you can always change it to Long and Foster red or blue.
I like that green. Oh, this is my favorite font right here, Comic Sans. That's awesome, you guys. I never clicked on that link before ever. So yeah, that is really, really cool. So totally dig that. So testimonial marketing, and you can do that for every one of your testimonials. So you come back over to your list, you say, yeah, I want to do something with this one. You hit testimonial marketing, and then it brings up all of those opportunities for you to tinker and share when you do the, I love Lily and Tyron. They were super, super clients, but she wrote the longest reviews ever. I mean, look how long that is. It was crazy, but we love them. So very, very cool. Man, I'm glad I clicked that button. There's still something that I don't know how to do. I was going to show you. Let's see. This is for a report. I don't know anything about reports. We talked about the Facebook thing. It was really easy for me. I hope it works for you guys. I don't know when they put that warning up there. Oh, yeah, this is one of the things that I don't know how to do. So whoever figures this out will get a big thank you from me. So if you go to your widgets, you have an option to, let's see, I can't. Okay, so you only have the rotator 4. From what I understand, this is the only one that they have right now. So let's see. That's not what I wanted to do. You can edit your widgets, and which I thought was kind of weird, but you can like totally change the color and the background and the font and the way that your testimonials show up in the places that they show up by editing the widget itself, which is kind of cool. I just have never spent any time to try to figure that out. So if you guys do, then please share with the rest of us. Try to get over to that page that I saw yesterday. It kind of took me by surprise. So, okay. Well, anyways, this is not what I thought I was going to do. Sorry about that, guys. So, all right, here, continue. And then finish. No, that's not what I wanted. All right, will somebody ask me a question that I can answer? It's almost 1 o'clock, which is pretty good for me, considering.
Anybody got a question?
This has been very helpful, so thank you for doing this.
Oh, thank God.
And this is being recorded, so there'll be a link later that I'll send to Candy so you guys can rewatch it.
Well, I appreciate you guys being here. I too learn something every time we get together. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Very helpful, Jason. Thank you.
I would definitely encourage you to, get those reviews, collect them, send them out, share them, and let people know that you're awesome at real estate. So, I think we all understand the importance of reviews and how people rely on them today before making a buying decision. So, very cool. If there are no further questions, I will let you go. We'll
Thank
see
you.
next week.
Thanks again.
Thank
You're
you. That
welcome.
was very helpful.
Oh, cool. Victor, thank you, man. I appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Evelyn, what'd you think? 2 thumbs up. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.